Greetings and welcome back to Switch to Linux. We are just going to do a Saturday open chat. We got a number of folks on right now. You can join in if you want to send me an email at the contact form, SwitchedtoLinux.com. Find the contact form over there. And you can go ahead and shoot me an email. And as long as there's room and things to say, then we'll go. I have to wrap up probably by about 8 o'clock or so, but we'll see what happens. But let's go ahead and bring people over where we at. And let me unmute people so everyone can say hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. All right.
Hello.
Ashton, I'm supposed to make people go deaf, not you. We got Noah, we got Ashton, we got Ricky, we got Quint, and we got very little on the discussion because I was working on ebooks until 4 in the morning. And
that sounds like Tom staying up to 4 in the morning and waking up at 1 o'clock. That's
I woke up at 10 o'clock. Actually, it was 9:45 to finish the ebook. And the new book is now sent to the distribution channels. So probably within about 3 or 4 days, you'll see the ebook show up on Amazon. Within a week or so, you'll see the print book show up on Amazon. And then the other places will roll out over the course of the next several weeks. I will be doing a pre-release sale, which is going to come with the book as soon as it ships. And the ebook now. I'll probably try to have that up by Monday and all the information out there for it. So I'll push the advertisement out for both channels with the coupon codes. So that book is out and it is ready to go. I'm guessing I'm going to ship. It's too early for me to have a ship date, but certainly by the end of February, I'll be shipping the print books. Ebooks are available through me as soon as I get them up on the site, but it should be pretty soon. So I've been fighting with ebooks and Apple products, of course. Go figure.
I've been fighting with web development and domains.
Yes. All right, Ricky, what are you fighting with?
Not anything right now.
Nothing right now. All right, Ashton, you fighting with anything right now?
Actually,
Not yet. All right, Ricky.
Actually, there is something I found out with. I pretty much got to get together with another person to discuss some information on Discord earlier. I did not know this until he told me. The app version of Discord is actually has some code in it and some things in it to where your data is literally being sold.
Oh, that's exciting to know. Yet another reason I have
Discord.
But he did tell me that the browser version of Discord does not do that.
Let me grab my phone.
The only data that the browser version of Discord deals with is what's on the browser. That's it. It does not touch anything else.
All right. Well, there you go.
Well,
that's exciting.
I have I would actually prefer to do that because the Discord, there's no RPM package for Discord. It's through a Flatpak.
Oh boy.
In order to run the desktop version on Fedora, which is annoying.
Louie, what are you fighting with today?
Getting the drivers working on the Wi-Fi card for Ubuntu and getting my website published to GitHub.
Yeah, I would recommend once you get that driver working, stop distro hopping on that computer because it has a stupid Wi-Fi card.
I've got to fire up Windows and again because the thing to put to make the GitHub pages work is the builder is on Windows and Mac.
Of course, because Windows bought them.
Yeah, the GitHub, you don't have to do it that way. I just upload files when I did GitHub pages, but the GitHub desktop is only Windows and Mac.
Ah, that's exciting.
All right, Discord's been deleted from my phone.
Woohoo! All right. Yeah, just use the web version, I guess.
Yeah, like I said, use the web browser version of Discord because the only thing that the web browser can do is just see what data is on the browser. It can't do anything else.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to uninstall Discord right now.
Another thing that he did tell me is Firefox's data collection, and I don't think you knew this, Tom, it actually does have an on-off switch.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's just annoying that they're trying to put it in. you
Yeah.
can still go in and disable everything. I should do a video about how to disable all that. That'd be neat.
Yeah, Pale Moon also has an on-off switch since it's a fork of Firefox. Yeah, he told me a lot of information that I did not know about.
Hey, Tom.
Yep.
I'm fixing to design the cover for my book, The Advantages of Linux.
Okay. There's, I mean, if you want to put it up on like if you want to sell it, then make sure you're following the requirements. But there's actually cover designers on Amazon you can use.
It's a really short book and it's really cheesy, so I don't think I want to sell it. I'll probably sell my I'll probably sell my Fork of Diary of a Wimpy Kid book.
Okay, just make sure you're not violating copyright.
It's not the name of it, and it's not just like it. Let me grab the thing, and I'll show you.
All right, let me see. Lilector, hello. KO2610, greetings. You are in the house. We have Jesus Garcia is here. Jello to you as well.
Okay, so we just realized
the cat cam.
Somebody's riding a skateboard in the hallway.
Oh, joy, that's okay. All right, August through December. Oh, cool, that's nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Cover. Yeah, that's a cool cover.
My first one was called June through August. I'm going to change the title of it, I think, once I get some ideas.
Pressed Reality says, what is the best Linux distro for privacy and security? I would have to say out of all the distros, I say your best bet might be Arch.
No, absolutely not. I'd go Cubes.
Cubes?
Yep, do Cubes.
Okay.
It's Fedora or Debian based, whichever you want. There's systems for both, but it covers the security by isolating every single process in its own digital environment, like its own virtual environment, and it does security. That does security. It does privacy by allowing you to create a separate cube for any type of function. So if you want to have a cube for your personal life and a cube for your business life, you can stay logged in on your business stuff and it never touches anything you do on your personal stuff, and you can be running them simultaneously.
Yeah, so
absolutely Cubes is the best. So
say for example, I wanted a cube for basically privacy eccentric, I could do that.
Well, in fact, Cubes already has that built in. It has what's called disposable VMs. So you spin it up. It just spins up from an image. You do whatever you do. When you kill it, everything is gone, kind of like Tails. Only you can do that on top of having a separate cube open with all your personal stuff. So you can have all your personal stuff going for all the stuff you don't care about or you need to be going, like your banking, whatever else. And then you have this completely disposable thing that's only connected to the Tor network that once you click the dispose button, it just dumps the whole thing.
One of the things I don't like about GNOME is how many online account options there are. Like, that just seems kind of privacy invasive. Like, look at all this stuff here. Like, you have look at all that. You have. Why would you need to connect Foursquare to GNOME?
Yeah, that's a good question, but I mean, it doesn't connect it automatically. I can get behind the principle behind doing that because it's not a requirement, but it's saying if you don't care about these things and you do use these accounts, you have the option to easily connect them.
The only thing I have connected is Nextcloud.
Yeah, and that's the only thing I would connect out of that list, but yeah, absolutely. Gray Moon, hello, Absolute Blank, greetings to you. Isaiah Briggs, hello. Kyrie Holmes, greetings. LJ, how's it going there? I've been well. All right, Gail, I have no idea what chat means in French. Anybody here know what chat means in French?
I don't know French. Only thing I know in French is laissez le bon temps rouler. It's something basically everybody knows.
What?
It literally means let the good times roll.
Okay.
My brother took Spanish, and the only thing he learned is non hablo español.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
Pizza's on, and he wants a link.
All right. Do I have pizza? I'm gonna send it on Skype because that's.
There's people just doing stuff in the hallway.
Are you in a college or a high school?
College dorm.
Oh, dude. I mean, you're lucky people aren't like. In my college dorms, we had one student group over there. They actually, their window overlooked like an arch hang. They actually took out their window, climbed out, set up a grill, and started cooking steaks on the roof. That's college for you. I mean, just nod your head and smile.
Yeah.
Jonathan, greetings to you. Benjamin Eldridge, hello.
I saw just earlier today how much data collection Skype does. I'm just gonna say right now, I am disgusted by how much data it collects.
Absolutely, I am as well. It's the unfortunate thing. It's mostly its business, but with Pizza, you know, I communicate with Pizza. He does a couple database things for me.
I can understand that. That's okay.
I know I have your Skype. How I message you sometimes on there. You just need to set up Wire, and we can have a Wire group.
Well, actually, I mean, my Nextcloud, I have my Talk application working. And,
I don't have Talk on my Nextcloud because I don't have enough memory to do that.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Louis.
You should get a Discord server.
No. Don't have the time, man.
No.
With the web version.
Rick, I sent you the link a while back. Just click the link and log in with your YouTube account, and you should connect in with us, Rick.
I think I have to go to dinner.
All right, man.
Okay,
we should be here for about another hour at least,
Okay.
so we'll see you when you get back. Have a good dinner and enjoy the family. Don't rush back, all right?
Bye.
All right. Okay.
What is
Briggs likes Wire. Okay.
What is Wire anyway? I've never heard of that.
I'm not
Wire?
sure.
I'm gonna research it.
Wire is what happens when I drink 3 pots of coffee in a row. Well, you know what? I'm going with Wire might connect through some fun. It's blocked on my Wire is blocked by my
Banana.
by my host file apparently. So I can't access it. Hey, it's anonymous has arrived. Greetings, pizza.
Can you guys hear me, or does the mouse kind of mess up the audio?
Oh, no, it's fine. You just got to get yourself the English accent, and then we'll just start calling you V, all right?
I can't do an English accent.
Just start with tea and crumpets, and then it'll just roll off. Hello, Governor.
I suck at English accents.
Wire is apparently a secure messaging platform, but it's actually blocked by my host file, so I'm not sure why. The technician, yes, you can join. Shoot me an email, which you can use my contact form, or if you have an email from previous times, you can do that. Either way.
Hey, pizza.
I have tape over my webcam. I keep taking, lifting it up, and then
Nice
it keeps
good
falling
Fox
back
man.
down.
I don't know why my roommate wanted me to say that.
Hey, pizza.
In the background over here, I have this interesting distro installing. This is the 3rd time I've distro hopped today. But it's called Condris OS, and it's like ice. For my laptop. It's like Peppermint, but it's Arch based, and it gives you a choice of desktops.
Is it me, or is that deja vu all over again with Peppermint OS?
Hey,
Have you ever experienced Vuja Day, Ricky?
Vuja Day?
Vuja Day. That's the unmistakable belief that this has never happened before.
So the opposite of deja vu.
Yes, and the other thing you could experience is deja voodoo, which is the unmistakable experience that this witch doctor has cursed me before. So you just got to go with what's there.
Yeah, come down to New Orleans. You might experience that one.
Yeah. It was actually I was out. Where's that thing? I don't know. That thing's somewhere else. Anyway, I was actually out doing. I was meeting with some different professors when I was selling academic software, and I was actually at Brigham Young University, which is in Salt Lake City, or in Provo, really, which is a much better place than Salt Lake City. But I'm down there in Provo, and I'm reading all the boards, waiting for the professors to get off the phone or whatever, and they actually had one of the articles there on the art of voodoo and how it, how they were creating zombies and things like that. It was a really fascinating article. But
Oh wow, this is cool. So the installer for Condra's OS, it has NVIDIA drivers built in.
Nice.
So you don't
Yeah, there's
have
a
to
few out
install
there
them.
that do that.
You don't
Rick,
have
how's
to
it going?
Good.
Be right back.
Very good.
For audio?
Yes, we can hear you just fine.
Good.
Very cool. There's a Pokemon staring us down over there.
Well, picture.
Yeah. Did you, Rick? Did you have a good nap? Yeah, Rick, did you have a good nap?
Yeah, sure did.
All right, very good.
So, guys, you know.
That's so lucky. I wish I could get a nap today,
So
but I got up a
today,
little too early, and that's it.
today, I installed, I got tired of Fedora because it's just not my distro. So then I decided to get Arch Linux with Deepin, but it has this bug where you can't change your icons.
Oh
And the icons that the icons that come pre-installed are like the worst icons you'd ever seen, and you can't change them. So then I distro hopped to Ubuntu, but I've already reviewed Ubuntu, so I installed Unity on it. And now that Unity's discontinued, it's just a buggy piece of crap now. And I tried installing Adapta, and it doesn't even work with Unity anymore. And
yeah, the biggest challenge that I have in Arch Labs is, like, it has the GNOME Software Center, but the only thing connected to GNOME Software Center is Flatpaks. So if you go into Software Center, it's like a Flatpak repo, and then I actually go into the terminal and install anything I need.
You should get Pamac. It's
I set that up. I set that up on my other one.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at some.
AJ, I sent you the link.
Yeah, I don't, on my machine right here, I don't use Pamac. I use Octopi and Simple Terminal Pacman. If I need to update an AUR application, I have Peak AUR to do that.
I use Pamac as my main software center. One thing I really do like about Fedora, though, is I noticed it's the only distro where the GNOME Software Center actually functions properly.
On Fedora, yeah. I hate the GNOME Software Center. I think it's horrible. The problem is they leave out a lot of software. It's like Thunderbird's not in there on Ubuntu. What?
Well, Fedora doesn't have those problems. Everything you'd expect, like on Ubuntu, it tries to push snaps and Flatpaks. It crashes when you try and install something. It's just a buggy mess. On Arch, it's a similar story. But on Fedora, it doesn't have any snaps or Flatpaks, and it actually installs something when you want it to.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I like about Fedora.
Yeah, I have this theory. What would happen if GNOME adapted the same software store as Linux Mint?
Well, that would require a major rewrite for Linux Mint for the Ubuntu Software Center, because for Linux Mint Software Center is only made for Linux Mint, so they'd have to port it to all of these distros: Arch, OpenSUSE, Fedora, Debian.
There's a few distros that use it, like Peppermint uses it.
Okay, I'm getting really hot in this mask, so...
Yeah, that's hard.
Understandable.
All right. Let's see. Fedora does not have Jabref in there. We got it. Maybe we need to wait for Quint to get back for the Fedora discussions. We need a super pro Fedora guy on to defend all this Fedora hate.
I also need Quint on here because his server is dumb.
Server's being dumb.
This distro uses Chrome as its default browser.
Hold on, Pizza. Yeah, God, Louie.
Ubuntu, I don't know if you can see it, but it's frozen on my laptop back here.
Frozen
the mouse
on the
won't
laptop.
move very well.
What is the temperature outside?
No, I'm saying like the operating
Yeah, I
system's
know.
frozen, but it's cold outside.
Yeah. Oh, cold. Yeah,
in
it's
the
like
south.
it's like 20s out here. What is it? 25 according to my calendar on my. I gotta say I am actually liking Arch Labs. It's pretty good. It's not like perfect, but it's pretty good.
One thing that I always hate is when a distribution claims to be a beginner-friendly distribution, but then it doesn't have support for Asian fonts or emojis, or special characters.
Yeah.
What?
Tom.
Speaking
Are you kidding me?
Asian fonts. I've been learning Japanese.
Ooh,
Oh, cool.
nice. Very cool.
Are you kidding me? I have.
Let's see. What is Jabref? Walter says it does not have jabref. I'm not sure what jabref is. Okay. Anyone else having problems with SD card USB not showing up in Gparted or the disk app in Mint? No, but I have had it occasionally not show up in like Tails, and it's usually like some type of driver issue is usually what might cause that. Like try a different, let's see, if it's a USB card, try a different USB port on the computer and see if you can get it to work from there.
Dang it. I have to distro hop a 4th time today.
Oh, something else is not going. See, just go with Linux Mint. You'll be fine.
I keep having that happen to me too. Like every time I try to install a distro, except Ubuntu, it fails.
Yeah.
Well,
Rick, hey, Rick,
trying
what distro are you using? Rick, you there?
Yeah,
Yeah, what distro are you using right now?
I'm using Mint Cinnamon. Love
Mint
it.
Cinnamon. Loving it. All right.
Well,
Are you
I
having any
just-
issues, any little bugs?
I just mostly want to try.
Hold on, Pizza. Hold on, Pizza. Rick, are you having any issues or any bugs or anything?
No, not at all. I
Not yet. All right.
switched over completely away from Windows.
Nice. Very
I
good.
just once in a long while I play World of Warcraft and I get bored with that. And Battlefield Vietnam is a lot of fun. I wish it was available in Linux because I'm too slow for any of the first-person shooters. So
Yeah. I hear that. I might actually take a day off tomorrow and just stop and play video games most of the day. I'm really thinking I might. Crazy day.
You should download CS:GO on Steam. It's free to play.
No. I'm just gonna bust out my old RetroPie and just play something familiar. I'm not in the mood to learn anything new.
The thing I'm trying to. What's irritating is I have to switch to a distro that I haven't reviewed yet, and I did so many reviews last year that like it's hard choosing one that I haven't used yet.
So Martin says the sound sucks. Let's see. Sound sucks. Whatever distro I use, I've tested it in Manjaro, Kubuntu, and MX Linux. I have no sound until I plug in headphones, then my laptop speakers will suddenly start playing. That's definitely a Pulse Audio something. Ricky, any thoughts on that one?
Pulse Audio issue?
That's what I'm thinking. So it sounds like the like it's kind of inverting itself where when you plug in the microphone or the speakers and like the headphone jack, it's supposed to turn off the speakers out to the speakers and turn it on to the headphones. And I think that it's inverting those. So there is there's a Pulse Audio volume control extra add-on that you can get, which might actually fix that.
PAVU control.
That's it. Yeah, PAVU control. Yep.
Yes, I love that application.
That's what I use that on every distro I have. I cannot use the distro without it.
Hey,
Whenever I have
Tom,
an, sorry, Louie.
go
probably.
ahead, Pizza.
Whenever I have a Pulse Audio issue, that application, I always install that, and I almost always get it fixed.
Yep. Absolutely. Linux technician, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. What are you fighting with this week?
Let's see here. Solus Budgie is really giving me a headache because I have just recently got 2 new pieces of hardware. You can see I got the Elgato Stream Deck and the Elgato Capture Card. And I just don't know how to set it up on Linux.
Yes.
And
some of those capture cards you really got to get. There's one brand that works well. DistroTube knows which one it is. I forget. I might have it written down here somewhere.
DistroTube has it. Sorry.
Yeah. So the getting capture cards that work right in Linux is very difficult. Even the ones that claim they run well. All right, go ahead, Louis.
What, how did you install Arch Labs? Because mine, I did it with the LTS kernel and everything, and it's not working.
I actually have a video where I walk through the installation process. Take a look for that video because
also,
I walk through all the steps.
Sorry, the audio cut out for you for a second. I thought you stopped talking. But I noticed that Arch, if you had a distro installed using LVM or whatever it's called before you install an Arch-based distro, it tends to mess up the entire installation. So I had Fedora installed with LVN, and then when I installed Arco Linux, I had to go into Gparted and undo all the LVM stuff because it basically breaks Arch distros.
And actually,
one of the problems.
Some Debian distros do that as well. And what I found is that if you're getting a consistently failing install, go into Gparted and just wipe the disk. Just format it, wipe it back, drop it as in a FAT32 disk, and then install, and that should actually solve all your problems.
The irritating thing about LVM is the partitions are locked, and you have to use a command line tool to get them unlocked and get them removed. But then not every distro, not every live CD has that command line tool. I just used my normal Ubuntu USB, and that didn't work, and then I had to use a Gparted one.
Yeah, I actually even on those, the regular disks application in Linux Mint will actually solve it for you. I've actually had used that a couple times for it. Let's see.
Pizza.
Have the time.
What distro are you hopping to?
Well, I just tried Condres OS, but the installation failed because it tried to install VirtualBox guest editions on my desktop PC for some reason. And that just messed up the entire install, so now I'm gonna try Magpie OS.
Hey, is there
You're cutting
any
out.
for me?
Yeah. Go ahead, Lloyd.
Is there any OS that looks and feels like Mac but doesn't have a tracking kernel in it?
Elementary OS.
Anything on?
I mean, you could look at Elementary, or you could do Manjaro Deepin.
Or another one I've tried is /Linux. It's a KDE distro that is made to look like Mac OS, although it isn't a very good experience. But you could give it a try.
Zorin also has a Mac theme layout.
Yeah, and Farron OS.
Yes.
What I think Deepin has. Actually, the trackers are all over the place in Deepin. It's in the desktop, it's in their software, it's everywhere.
Well, no, the only place that the trackers were confirmed was in the Software Center, and that was only the Deepin distro, not the Manjaro Deepin, because the Manjaro Deepin uses a different software manager. The rest of it is the EULA is also tied to the distro, not to the desktop environment, to my knowledge. So if you want to run the Deepin desktop environment, I'm recommending Manjaro Deepin at this point.
There's also
there's also 18.3.
Ubuntu. What?
There's also what?
Ubuntu Budgie looks similar to Mac. All you have to do is switch the dock from the left to the bottom. And then it's basically a Mac clone.
Yeah, that's very true. And just throw the panel at the top. Very easy to do, actually.
Yep.
I'm actually on Ubuntu Budgie, but it has the GNOME desktop. I installed GNOME on it for some testing and a video that...
I don't really get why you did install a different desktop on top of a Ubuntu respin.
It's for a video that I'm gonna do in the next few weeks.
I gotcha. Yeah, I guess.
Isaiah, Isaiah says to try Haiku OS.
No, never.
No?
I messed with that thing one time, not doing it again.
Is it one I'm gonna have to get out a frying pan to use?
And you're gonna want to set it on fire like you did with Deepin.
Sweet.
Ugh.
I should build like a bonfire back here. You know what I should do? I
Just
should go
when
into
I like it,
Blender.
my phrase.
I should go into Blender and build myself a nice green screen blazing fire in the background, and just so I can have a green screen fire anywhere.
And
I
I'll
think
get
that'd
the
be pretty
fire
cool.
extinguisher.
That'd be right. I'll have to do that.
Haiku is harder to install than Gentoo, which is funny because it comes with an installer. Gentoo does not. It's just the installer doesn't work properly.
All right, we need to do like a live competition. Who can get Haiku running first on a live stream? Woo!
Hey,
Hi, I'm back, and I
Quinn's
didn't
back,
rush
all right.
dinner. We just eat very quickly.
All right, that's good. Hey, you guys get stuff done, so it's
So
all
what
good.
did I miss? So there's a
You know,
whole lot more
we-
people on.
We
You
kind
missed
of
me
needed.
talking about Fedora.
Yeah, we missed a lot of discussion about Fedora, so we're like, we had to table this Fedora discussion until Quint gets back. So, yeah.
So who's on, anyways? I don't recognize everyone on.
AJ is the Linux technician. Ashton, Louie, Rick, and Ricky, and
Okay.
Pizza. And Ashton says your server's doing something goofy.
I didn't see any issues with it. I submitted the contact form the same time that you did yesterday, and it worked fine with me.
Yeah, well, now it's not even letting me get on your website.
Oh, I think there's something with that happened. It was something with the analytics that was breaking it. You have to clear the cache and then do it again.
How to freaking clear the...
That was a 503 though.
Yeah, it says forbidden.
Oh, you're on Windows. Oh, you gotta kick you off. No.
That's okay. We forgive you.
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Hey, I got a
Hey, I
review.
was on Windows when I was on TOS last night.
That's
I
right.
got that error
Speaking
once.
of that,
Here we go. It's working
Or
fine.
right now.
Here,
Switch.
hold on. Share screen.
Switched.
Hey,
I
here
have
we
a
go.
question for you.
Yeah. Go ahead, Pizza.
Did you talk? We were talking about Bill 5623, which or no, not that one. This bill that Washington State was trying to pass, and someone on the Discord server said you talked about it, but I don't remember you talking about it. So, did you-
What's the summary of the bill?
It is basically a bill that makes it so it's like about like hairdressers and stuff.
I don't remember talking about a bill about
Oh,
hairdressers.
well, if it passes, my parents won't have jobs, so we need it to not pass.
What? Why
Because,
are they hairdressers?
yeah.
So
Oh,
the
it's
bill
Bill
bans-
5326.
All right. What's the summary? Do you have a summary of it?
So basically,
I'll jump
basically,
back on later. I'm gonna
Okay.
go. Bye.
I'm very...
so I just pulled it up. Basically, there's this tax for businesses or whatever. It's for businesses and it's business and corporations, I think it's called. And I'll pull up an article that I read earlier.
What's the bill number again?
Bill, it's Washington State it's 5326. But it's basically
Yeah, I did not see this one. Okay, where's my article view?
Yes.
All right, here we are. We got an article view of it up right now.
Here,
So
I'll pull it up
this
on
is
the
from
screen.
The Stranger. I have no idea if this is a credible thing. Never seen it. New bill
Just
threatens
check with
to
Microsoft
eliminate
Edge.
jobs for hairstylists. What? Okay, what are you all gonna do? Stick your head in a little lawnmower like I do? I mean. New bill in Washington State Senate that specifically targets salons has hairdressers and stylists panicking. Everyone wants to thoroughly understand what the bill is. Susie Powers, a hairstylist based in Fremont, 30 years, told her, so many hairdressers are terrified that it is what it is, that they're really going to pass something that will ruin our independent livelihood. Well, this is fascinating. All right,
That
so
sounds like it's fake.
okay, here's what it sounds. Here's what it says. Would seemingly make it illegal for salons to lease out booth spaces to independent stylists. The reasoning behind this is opaque. It could be well-intentioned but misguided progressivism. Bill states that the business model renting out booth spaces to independent stylists denies individuals eligibility for unemployment insurance and industrial insurance and gives businesses that use booth renters an unfair competitive advantage. That just seems weird to me.
That
Hold on,
sounds like it's fake, in my opinion.
I can't
think
believe
it's
I'm doing this. I'm logging into Facebook right now because my mom has like an article about it on her page.
Here, can I just show you? This is it seems to work fine for me, Ashton. Here, this is what I get. It works fine with me.
Well, I mean, it keeps on telling me that it's unable to connect to your server.
Just try clear the browser cache. You just go to click on the lock thing, then click clear cookies and site data, and then just push OK, and then try again.
I'm going to reboot my computer real fast because I'm not in the right operating system.
Okay.
Are you in
I'll be
Windows?
back.
Yeah, I think he's on.
That's fine. It's fine, dude. You can be in Windows. I don't care. Cool.
But,
All right. So apparently, what this bill is trying to do, somebody's got something noise going on in the background. Can you mute yourself? Rick, I think it's you. Can you mute yourself for a minute?
Oh, yeah, the wife is yakking on the phone.
Oh,
Close the doors.
All right. Okay, so apparently what this bill is looking like is they're basically saying that they're trying to... So this type of business arrangement is I want to start a business and in fact, let me tell you exactly where this happens frequently. Dentist's office and other doctor's offices. So you finish med school, now you have to get out there and you want to start doing a practice. Well, you can either go work for a big corporate hospital or you could find a doctor who will take you in and allow you to use the space. So like the dentist that I go to, I started going to him right shortly after he graduated, and he was working with another dentist. So he was kind of an employee, but kind of not. And he was kind of 50-50, but they would share a space. They would, he would have his own billing. He would have his own clients, his own whatever. Then what would end up happening is, he would, basically rent his space out of his partner's space. And then eventually when he had enough customers and he had enough money set aside, then what he would do is he would go back and he would buy his own place, move his customers over there, and then, take his group of customers in his database with him. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop that from happening, which is beyond stupid. Because suppose I set up a big office for my web designy stuff, and I want to bring on a first right of refusal sub. So I bring him on and I say, hey, you can have this user space, you can do your own stuff, you can work for me, whatever else. I'm basically renting him a place that he can get started, he can gain the experience, he can learn from my wisdom, knowledge in the field, and then when he's ready, he can leave and go out. What they're trying to do is stop people from doing that, which is so far beyond stupid. I'm wondering what their justification is here.
No, another reason is I put this article in the Hangouts chat, so not on the stream chat, but on the Hangouts chat, and there's this tax for business and occupation, and you have to pay it if your revenue is less than 56,000 a year, it's basically because they want to enforce this tax more on hairdressers.
So they're concerned that these guys are going to hide behind the other businesses' revenue, so they don't have to pay the tax. Well,
exactly.
You can pass the law without damaging that. You just have to say that if you're renting the space like that, you're not part of the business, which is easier to do, in fact. So, which is totally weird, but yeah, that bill probably doesn't need to pass. Is kind of
yeah, they need to reword that immediately.
Can someone else try going to my website, because it's working fine for me? I don't know what the issue is, Ashton.
What is it? It's
Quint5.tech.
Quint5.tech.
Works for me.
It's working fine for me. Let me check to see if there's any JavaScript errors.
It was an issue with the analytics. When I installed the analytics, it started doing that, but it only did it once, so I thought that it was just some random issue, and now apparently that's not what it is.
It could be...
There is a...
Yeah, go ahead, Pizza.
Oh wait, never mind.
It could
what's
be
the
an ad
website again?
blocker.
I want to diagnoose the problem.
It's
So these are my. Do you want to see?
Quint5.tech.
I put the link in the chat. Or on the Hangouts chat.
Wow. What's funny is there's a whole. I opened up the browser console in Firefox, and I thought, oh my god, Quint site has so many JavaScript errors, and then I realized that it wasn't Quint site. It was the Washington State site.
Yeah. Of course. Because the Washington State site's not doing good. All right, so who's screening? Ashton. So Ashton can't connect either. So do you guys have
Let me look at the yeah, I don't. There is all my errors are just my ad blocker, just blocking stuff. That's
I'm wondering if it's not integrated right. If
So do you want to see? This is what I have right here. So I use Segment to connect to the analytics.
Okay.
I have segment.com is being blocked, segment.io, and my analytics is being blocked.
Ah, now it works.
Is it?
All right. What was it? What was it?
Hold on.
Ashton?
Is it?
I don't know. It just started working at some point.
All right, I am getting something with content security policy within script CRC.
I have a question. People keep cutting out for me, and then I'd start talking because I don't think people are talking, but really it's just cutting out. Is that an issue on my end, or is that happening to everyone? Because it's not just one person.
I
It's
think
pretty
it's
much
just your
everyone cutting
end.
out.
Yeah. Hey, I know it's good for me because I'm on Linux Mint. It's probably good for Rick because he's on Linux Mint, and
It's
Well,
working fine for me.
Because I'm on
usually-
older builder Windows.
Okay, we had
I usually
hold on.
run
We had a
Chrome
couple
for
questions in
Hangouts.
here I wanted to get to. I'm trying to get any questions that we might have. So there was a good one. Where is
Excuse me a
it?
minute, be right back.
Oh, now I'm getting it. Hold on. It's when you disable and enable the ad blocker. Look, I just refreshed with the ad blocker turned on, and look, I'm getting it now.
So there's, with it turned on or turned off?
With it turned on. If you turn it, if
Okay,
you have it
so-
on, if you just have it on and then you go to the website, it works fine. But then you turn it off, it works fine. But then you turn it back on and you get this.
And that one, is that one the WordPress one, Quint?
Yes, this is
Okay, how are you integrating the Google Analytics?
I just installed a plugin that lets you edit the headers and footers, and I put it in through there. And I did it without the plugin too, and I was still getting the same error. So I think it's the analytics.
It shouldn't do that. That's weird.
Do you want me? Let me log into the WordPress backend.
Yeah, if we can see your code, that might
Oh,
help.
the WordPress. Hold on, the WordPress backend is not working either. Let me.
Oh, man, there are
clear
so
the
many
browser
people in
cache.
town right
It seems to
now.
work fine when you clear the browser cache.
Be right back. I'm going to DistroHop for the
Alright.
4th time today.
Doing. Greetings, Vince. How's it going there?
I'm on Quint's Discord server on the browser version of Discord right now.
Anyone
You should
recommend a
join
good?
my server.
All right. So can anyone recommend a
only
good
reason-
MP4/YouTube ripper for Linux Mint 1803 that's in the Mint repositories? Mugen, what you want to learn how to do is learn how to use YouTube DL, which is going to be it is a command line tool, but it allows you to get in there and rip out any videos that you need, and you can even run a script to do it.
So here I am. Let me pull up the code right here. I think it's here. It's this giant thing. There was a minimal option too, but it seems to work better with the regular one.
Okay. Whoop. Let me see that again. All right.
Well,
All right. So where do you
you
have it in the header at?
I don't know where it is. It's just I installed this extension that lets you edit the headers and footers.
Okay. Let me have a look at that then.
Can you see where? Can you see my screen? You should be able to see my screen.
I'm just gonna look at the page source.
It's this giant. You'll
You guys
see.
wanna
It
hear the
says
dumbest
something
excuse?
about. Look for analytics.js. That's what
Oh,
the file.
I know
That's
I'm
what the
looking
code
for.
is.
I know I'm looking for.
Do you guys want to hear the dumbest excuse I've heard people who upgraded from the iPhone 10 to the 10s Max?
What?
Yeah, let's hear it.
They said that iPhone 10s uses 4G, but 5G is coming out soon, and then 4G won't work, so they have to get a new phone to use 5G.
Oh my lord. To my understanding, Apple doesn't even support 5G.
They're not planning to.
Yeah, exactly.
Well into
The iPhone
2020.
XS doesn't even support 5G.
Okay, Quint. So this
And also,
this code of analytics that you're using is going to give itself a big error if you if it doesn't trigger. And so basically, they're basically making sure that anything that blocks it is going to simply fail to load the ad because you're using so much excessive stuff. If you go on and look for just the simplistic Google Analytics, you won't be able to do all the session replay stuff, but it will work even if you turn it off.
Well,
So all you want is just the basic Google Analytics. Just hit my tracking code. It should be like 5 lines of code.
I think somebody's calling me, Tom.
Solve this situation. All right.
Hold on.
All right.
okay, so I just looked it up. 3G is ending this year, but not 4G. And iPhones don't even support 5G.
Yeah, and,
so.
and Apples are not even going to be supporting 5G anytime soon. They've come out and said that.
Well, who knows? They could surprise us with 2019.
No, they won't.
Dude,
they always use antiquated hardware. I mean, in 2019, you're going to buy the hardware that's going to be like 5 years old, you know?
I have to go.
You know what the iPhone
later.
11's going? Okay. You know what the iPhone 11's going to add?
No.
It's going to add a smaller notch. And it's going to add a smaller notch and 3 cameras.
Oh, joy. That's all I need. 3 cameras on the front of my phone.
I have to go, Tom.
Yep.
I will look at it later. Okay. Goodbye.
Have a good one.
Peace.
Bye,
So
Quinn.
a bill meant to limit the supply
And
of jobs so
and-
prices go up, like with taxi cabs. Okay.
I really hate Android Pie. I wish I stayed on Oreo on my Nokia 6.1.
Yeah, I have simply decided I don't really want anything.
Update yet.
Yeah, I don't want anything to do with it. They're starting to embed AI and all sorts of other fun stuff. That's like, no, thank you.
No, it's not the AI that bothers me. It's the fact that it feels like I'm running a beta release of Android. There's so many bugs.
Yeah.
I've never had so many bugs.
And the funny thing
like
is
I'm
they've
running
kind of
iOS
trained
11.
us. They've sort of trained us to update everything automatically. Oh, there's an update. We got to push it. No. No. You don't have to update stuff just because there's an update. Okay?
Hold on. I'm actually going to be making a video about Android Pie, about how much I hate it. Actually, I already wrote most of the script. I just need to make a conclusion for it.
Nice. Artificial limit the amount of jobs that are in the market so they are higher paid. The most licensing of hairdressers, yeah. Right.
I do like adaptive battery. That actually, it uses AI, but it makes my battery life last so much longer.
I'm wondering if Lineage is ever going to get any more improvements.
Ooh, I love the new Galaxy S10 UI.
I'm pretty sure they're still very active in keeping it going. So most likely, yes. It's just certain phones, like my phone doesn't have any more Google ports and stuff. Yeah, YouTube is getting rid of conspiracy theories. All right, see ya, pizza. So, what do you guys think of that? I mean, is that going to mean? What's that? All right. So if they're getting rid of conspiracy theories, does this mean that they're going to block my tinfoil hat times?
I don't know. And
I need to get back and do some more tinfoil hat times.
Why? My question is, why is YouTube doing this?
Because they want to. I don't know. They're insane.
Maybe they're the ones committing conspiracy.
Yeah, and they don't want people to know about it.
Okay, I'm gonna install Google Chrome because I keep getting Hangouts cutting out.
Okay.
And it's making me interrupt you guys.
I feel you, man.
1 second.
Heading to the parents for lunch. All right. See ya, Sleepy. You're probably gone by now. Why do I need 3 cameras? Why do I need 3 cameras? I mean, obviously...
Nobody needs 3 cameras.
What's that?
Yep, nobody needs 3 cameras, and yet every phone has at least 2. Well, I mean, you're a content creator. You have a reason for having all this.
So let me get this straight. So Google has said that that YouTube is going to start blocking conspiracy theory videos?
No, they're going to stop giving suggestions for conspiracy theories. So if you happen to like, you know, some channel that has conspiracy theories, you're going to see a whole lot less of those channels being recommended. So that's what they're doing. So they're not blocking them. They're not hiding them. It's not even demonetized or even limited state. They're just going to anything they determine is a conspiracy theory, which probably is going to mean anything they disagree with or doesn't align to their mainstream media stuff, simply won't show up in your recommended feeds. You'll have to seek out the channels to find them.
All I gotta say is Google has officially gone downhill.
That was a long time ago, though.
Yep.
Yep. Ditched Apple years ago because I wanted to drag and drop my music files. Absolutely. Yeah, I bet I had to fight. I had to fight with Apple crap this morning to get the ebooks running because, yeah, Apple actually had something to do with the EPUB 3 standard, and they don't follow the EPUB 3 standard.
I just want to say one thing about Apple. Apple became a not so good company right after Steve Jobs passed.
Yeah, correct.
I agree.
He was the reason why Apple was on top in the first place.
Yep.
I mean, just look at the 90s. They kicked Steve Jobs out, and they were
Sleepy, are you still on? Is Sleepy still on? Hold on, Sleepy. I gotta get something for you. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm still on.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
It's been a while, but Sleepy's having trouble with a Rubik's Cube, so I'll give you guys some tips on a Rubik's Cube. If I can remember how to do a Rubik's Cube, it's been a long time.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun.
You gotta do it layered. Now, I don't do speed cubing, I do layered cubing, and like I said, it's been a long time, so I'm not sure I'll be able to remember everything.
It's all about algorithms.
Yep. So what color should I start with?
I think you should start. No,
I heard green first.
I think you should start with white. I think white should be the first one you should go with.
Yeah, I heard green first, so just gonna go ahead and do green. Where's my last green one at? Where are you, Mr. Green Dot? Whoop, wrong button.
Oh, happy birthday, Mugen!
It's Mugen's birthday?
It's what it looks like.
You cannot see me, but now you can.
Do I need to find my birthday screen. Do I have my birthday screen on this one? I don't have my birthday screen on this one. That sucks.
To you. Happy birthday to you.
And this Rubik's Cube kind of sucks. There you go. There's our green layer. So we're done with our green layer now.
Yeah.
I got red, blue. No, I don't need red, blue. I don't need anything with blue. I need to kick something out of place. No.
Oh, his birthday's not till March 25th. Okay.
Okay, good. I got time then. Huh?
You got time to make the birthday late.
Okay, I'm back. I got it working.
Okay,
Pizza.
pizza.
Ooh, are you solving a Rubik's Cube?
Yeah, Sleepy's trying to help his daughter, so I'm just solving a Rubik's Cube so that he can, like, watch along.
I think I sold my Rubik's Cube.
No, don't sell your Rubik's Cube.
My little sister has a Rubik's Cube. I don't know where it is, though.
Whoa, I'm dropping my Rubik's Cube. That's not cool. Where'd I go? There it went. And there we are. So now we got 2 layers done. Now the 3rd layer, hopefully I can remember all the algorithms for the 3rd layer. This is the one where it starts to get a little hairy, so.
I have a friend that I let him have access to my VPS. He has a record for the fastest person who could solve a Rubik's Cube at my school.
Oh, nice. How fast is it?
He can solve a Rubik's Cube in like 10 seconds.
Nice. So he's into speed cubing. I'm forgetting this algorithm. I'm going to have to stare at it, and I'm not going to be able to figure it out while I talk and do a live stream. Because I remember that one, but that's not going to be the right one. Should I try something? Let's see. I think it's this. Nope, that's not it. That's going to mess everything up, I think. Oh, yeah, that totally messed it all up. Yep, that's not it.
Man.
Oh, well, I'll have to go back and relearn. I haven't actually picked up the Rubik's Cube in too long, so I'll have to go back and let me fix that. Let me fix that. See if we can get that
Speaking
running.
of which, the Rolex 24 is going on down here in Daytona.
Oh, no.
Oh! That's where you live. Okay.
The Rolex. So what's that? I mean, you're racing a watch, or?
Oh, no. No, and no.
That was beautiful.
You guys have got to hear this. Google's next frontier is the screen inside your car.
What?
Yeah.
That
I
sounds...
actually
Repeat
saw
that,
some of
please. I
that.
couldn't hear you.
Sorry, just went blank for a minute.
Hey, there it went.
The title of this article is Google's next frontier is the screen inside your car.
They've been doing that already for a long time, if I'm not mistaken.
And also, there's like 200 people in town where I'm at in Ormond, and where Daytona is like filled with people. The Rolex is actually going on right now.
Oh, okay. I don't even know what a Rolex is.
A Rolex is a very expensive watch.
Oh,
I don't need a watch. I just check if I want to see the time. I look at a clock or I check my phone.
Tesla fined $29,365 for safety hazards and model-free production tent.
Yeah, I saw that. Isn't that interesting?
I can do way more better than Elon Musk.
So I have a Nokia 6.1. Well, some of the specs of the Nokia 6.2 got leaked, and it looks awesome. So it's going to have a hole punch display, kind of like some of the new Samsung phones that are going to come out. So it's not a notch. Instead, the camera's like inside the display. And then it's also going to have dual cameras for only $250 with 4 gigs of RAM, 16 megapixel dual cameras, a Snapdragon 632, so not very much of an upgrade to the 6.1 with the processor. So
Me, honestly, I just need one camera.
I know how to do the technology where you can basically have the holes in the camera so you don't have to have like a little punch out. I basically know how to get the technology. So basically
What?
So the technology for you know how you have the little holes right here? You
Yeah.
know, like the notch and everything? So basically, in the Galaxy S10, there's a little hole punch out. But
Yeah.
I know
Hey,
how
there it is.
to get it to where
Got it.
it's all screen.
How?
So basically, what you do is you have an OLED layer, and then you have a clear OLED layer on the little camera, and then what you do is you turn off the little OLED layer, part of that screen. Basically, when the OLED layer goes off, then the OLED layer reveals the camera, allowing you to the screen manipulating to basically the screen manipulating to all of the
Hold on, guys. Hold on.
Yeah.
and
I was
also
yelling at Ricky.
and so basically this camera will basically reveal itself when the OLED panel turns off, and that portion of the screen will actually go to like a little cutout portion for just the camera part in the camera app. But on OLED, there's also a way to do it on LCD too, to where you can have the LCD panel be a little bit clear and have like a little strip at the top and base like a little micro LED like what we saw with Corsair at CES. So basically the little light emitting diode, not without the the lens and all the stuff, basically can actually be implemented on top, revealing, just turning off the LEDs, revealing the camera. And that's how the technology is going to get implemented.
My problem with the Nokia 6.2, according to the leaks, is that the specs are going to be pretty much the same. There's not really an upgrade other than the looks.
Yeah, what they did is what I was explaining with the LED. They just basically, Nokia uses LED displays, or basically what they're going to do is they're going to have a little cutout, but it's just going to be like clear LED display.
Yeah, really the only spec upgrade is that it's going from 3 gigs of RAM to 4 gigs of RAM. Although if you live in China or India, you already have 4 gigs of RAM, so that's really only for Europe and the US. And it's going from a Snapdragon 630 over to a Snapdragon 632, which is barely an upgrade.
Yeah, so what I was saying, and basically what the Nokia 6 is doing is basically they're just hiding the camera.
Yeah, well, it's not under the display. It's not under the display. It's sort of like a notch. It shows the camera's lens.
Yeah, what I'm talking about is without a notch, with the display, like future tech.
I thought you meant that the camera was under the display, and you couldn't
Yeah.
see the camera unless the phone was turned off.
No,
That's like
it's
too
like
crazy.
no, it's like part of the screen turns off. It's like that little area of the screen turns off.
You know what I really hate?
Revealing the camera.
You know what I really hate? I hate it when a phone has a chin with nothing on it. It's just blank. Like, I'm fine with chins if it has some logo or something, but it just feels weird when there's nothing on the chin.
Same with me. Galaxy Note 8. Have a chin right here.
What I also hate is that with the Moto G6, they put the fingerprint scanner and the logo on it. Like, and then the fingerprint scanner is like, it's like half the size of the bezel because the logo's taking up half the other half of the size.
Put your finger here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'm back to the comments. Let's see. No, I don't know what the pilfer shush jammer is. So no, I don't know. No, I'm not timing myself. I'm not a speed cuber. I'm a pattern cuber.
Great job on your Rubik's Cube, Tom.
Yeah, we're done. We're all good. It's done. Joseph can solve in -2 seconds. That's pretty cool. The watch. What's that new technology? The watch. Second generation Prius, and the screen distracts from the road and all around oneself. That's a big problem that I perceive. I mean, I saw one of these cars that had like the screen was like bigger than my first television. It's like how, why? Of course, Tesla's putting Atari games on theirs.
Oh yeah, that's gonna help people when they're driving.
Yeah, and in theory, you're not supposed to be able to use it when the car is in motion.
Someone's gonna hack it to make it so you can use it when it's in ignition.
Yeah, oh yeah, that'll happen pretty quick, for sure. Hey Rick, what's your favorite part about Linux Mint?
Oh, just real easy to use. I can set up network sharing easy. I used Tom Collins' network share, and it works nice.
Oh, cool.
I'm from a Windows background, and it always installs easy. I like the consistent interface. My main desktop, I got 4 gigs, and I'm running Cinnamon. I got an old dinosaur computer, Lenovo, and I'm running XFCE because it's a little lighter. And I got a laptop with XFCE, I forget what's on there, but it's an old brick, and they're just so easy to use. I've distro hopped a whole lot, but I'm still happy with Mint. So
very good. Yeah, that's why I keep it for all my production. I'm not messing with distro hopping on production machines where I need to get work done.
The only thing I hate about Mint is the icons.
Well, those are easy to change.
Yeah, I think Mint would be better off using just default Adwaita for Adwaita. How do you say it? For icons,
something like that.
Adwaita
the newer Mint that they have the more flat material design icons. They're actually better than the old Mint icons. I hate those
are
icons.
Just as ugly in my opinion.
Yeah,
I
use GNOME icons on mine. So
they basically
I'm going to take my dog outside real fast. I'll be right back.
Hey, in my opinion, the new flat icons, what they did was they took the old icons and made them flat without making them better. Mm-hmm. I like flat icons, but they basically just flattened the ugly icons. It's still...
I think it's a little different than that, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of them, but...
Well, the icon looks don't really bother me too much because I come from a DOS 3.2 background and there's no icons there at all. So I'm happy with whatever works,
Yeah, it's just personal preference.
And on Mint, it's so easy to change the icons anyway. So
Yeah.
I was on. Wait, what distro was I on that I couldn't change the icons at all? Oh yeah. It was Arco Linux, and when you open up I ran Arco Linux Deepin, just because I wanted to use the Deepin desktop without the China stuff from Deepin. So I installed Arco Linux Deepin. I was going to install Manjaro Deepin, but they don't have an ISO for it right now. It just says ISO not found. So I went with Arco Linux Deepin. And I actually hate the Arco Linux icons more than I hate the Linux Mint icons.
Yeah.
So the first thing I went to do was try and change those. And I opened up the control center built into Deepin, and there's like 50 icon packs. I'm not even kidding. There's like 50 of them. But then when I click on one, it doesn't even work. I can't change the icons.
That's crazy. Yeah, let's see. Joseph Aller Drifter says, should I buy and use an Android where I can take the battery out? Is it less trackable? Yes.
Yes.
Obviously, if you can take the battery out, that's certainly good. The other thing you can do if you have a phone you can't take the battery out in is, build yourself a little Faraday cage. Could be a little tin can, could be a piece of aluminum foil, or you can actually get Faraday cell phone cases. Those are also very good as well.
Also, Jerry Everything, he does like phone durability tests. He gave the phone I have he gave the award for the most repairable phone. It was a tie between the Nokia 6.1 and the Nokia 7.
Oh.
So that's reassuring. if I need to replace the battery.
Anyone use KDE? Is anyone on Plasma right now?
I'm using i3.
i3. Okay.
There's
I use Plasma occasionally. I'm not on it right now, but no, it doesn't use too much RAM. I mean, it used to be a RAM heavy one, but it doesn't use too much anymore.
My huge issue with Plasma is it used to be my favorite desktop, but then for whatever reason, when I started getting back into gaming, and on pretty much every game I've tried, on almost every game I've tried, if I alt tab from the game, like if I'm playing a game and I die, that happens a lot in CS:GO. You die and you have to wait for the next round to start. I alt tab and do something else, but then the panel on the none of the panels, like the panels are frozen and they like don't show newly opened applications. The time is frozen, and also there aren't any alt tab animations. It's like all of the pretty much anything that moves outside of your game just freezes with Plasma. It's really weird. So that's why I stopped using Plasma.
Actually, I think the reason it does that is because it actually improves the game performance.
It does improve the game performance, but it still makes it so I can't use my desktop while I'm gaming.
Yeah,
and that's why I prefer GNOME when it comes to gaming.
Okay. All right.
I was actually gaming on GNOME. It isn't that bad. GNOME 3.30 really got rid of everything I hated about GNOME.
It got rid of everything I still liked about GNOME. So.
Desktop icons.
Yeah, it's like desktop icons. I'm not, and it's still. I mean, the thing's still slow. I'm not noticing really anything about GNOME now on 3.30.
It actually it uses a lot less RAM usage, and there aren't memory leaks. There used to be a memory leak bug where every time you did animations, it would like use up a whole bunch of memory. And Sad Error had to stop using GNOME because of it. Or I'm sorry, Nekobit, because he always changes his name. He had to stop.
Well, I knew him before Sad Error came along.
Pseudo winning.
Yeah.
But they fixed all of the performance issues for me. But I still don't like the desktop icons, although I did find a really good extension for them. It's called Desktop Icons Enhanced. Super good. If you're a GNOME, it's a must-have.
Yeah, I've looked at all the different desktop icon extensions I could find, and I did not find one that was pretty good. That's why I'm not a big fan of GNOME. So.
I also like GS Connect and KDE Connect. I have it connected to my phone, and then I get my phone's notifications on my computer. And sometimes the notifications are annoying. Like Discord, I get notifications on my phone and my computer. So then I get them twice. So I usually disable that feature, but I use it to like transfer files from my phone to my computer and vice versa. What the heck? Oh, this isn't good.
What?
I just realized that there's a hole in the cord for my headphones, and you can like see the copper stuff inside the wire.
Ooh.
Looks like and I use my microphone is my headphones, which means that if these headphones break, then I won't have a mic for YouTube.
Maybe that's why the audio keeps going in and out.
You might need to get a new headset, dude.
Yeah. I have a Skullcandy one for $10 that I started on. It's actually pretty good.
I switched to Chrome and I stopped getting audio bugs where you guys were cutting out because I installed Google Chrome.
Oh boy, Google Chrome.
It was because I was using Firefox.
Yeah. I didn't have any issues with Firefox either. But...
Look at this. Hold on. Dang it! I just lost the spot. Here it is. This is this right here. I have to... Did I just do a face reveal?
No, you did not.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this. All right.
I didn't see a thing, Pizza.
You know, Pizza, what you could try? Pizza?
What?
Just get a little bit of silicone seal. If the wires aren't shorted, just cover it over or black tape, and you're done.
Yep.
See, if you guys can kind of see it, I don't know.
Not really.
Can't really. I really can't see it.
Oh, I think he just jumped off. Oh, there he is. He's back. Pizza's back.
Not show my camera button, and then I accidentally hit.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
This pizza guy always makes me hungry. Every time I see that pizza, I want to leave.
I know. It's, I want pizza now. I want pizza now.
That's funny because I bought 4 pizzas today from the store.
I make pizzas, man.
I accidentally did a face reveal on DistroWatch, so I ended up I basically edited it out using Caden Live, and he re-uploaded it for me.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, you mean DistroTube?
Yeah, or DistroWatch, DistroTube, yeah. Oh, okay, so I did do a face reveal, but you can't see my face because the camera is suck. It's
very
just
dark.
A shadow.
Yeah, I was looking at everything, so I didn't see it. So, is that good?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, also my parents have to take me to Linux Fest this year because I volunteered.
Oh, there you go.
I can't back out.
Hey, that's the thing, man. Community service.
Isn't Linux Fest like a convention for Linux users?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna eat my dinner real fast.
I have college.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, it doesn't show my face. All you can see is the headphones.
Yeah, I think that's.
Is the fest in California?
What?
Where is it this year?
Yeah, California has it's always Linux Fest Northfest is always in Bellingham, Washington. So it's like 30 miles away from Seattle.
Oh, that's real close to
Nice.
Vancouver too.
Guys,
Yeah.
my mom just sent me pictures of baby goats.
Oh, baby goats.
We're adopting them. These are all
California has the Linux Summit, and then there's also one in the Northeast somewhere.
My little sister just said the white one is Snowflake.
I'm surprised Portland doesn't have a Linux Fest because there's tons of Linux people down there. Linus Torvalds lives down there.
Me, I want a Linux Fest down here in like the South. That'd be fun.
You know, sometimes when I'm in Toss's stream, Toss usually talks about Linus and how he wants to get him on his show. I really hope that happens one day.
There is one in the South. There's Linux Fest Southeast at Charlotte. Apparently, I can't pronounce cities.
Just type it. Just type it
in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. Or?
I don't. I'll just put it in there.
Yeah, Charlotte. That's a
Charlotte.
pretty area.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to go to North Carolina at some point.
There you go.
Linux Fest Southwest. Is that a thing? No, it's just
Northwest, Ohio Linux Fest, Southeast Linux Fest.
Where's the Ohio Linux Fest? That sounds.
Well, obviously Ohio.
Well, yeah, but Ohio's a fairly big place.
Yeah, well, my watch is being buzzed.
The Ohio Linux Fest this year is going to be in Columbus.
Okay.
They should have an Office Fest in Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Southeast Linux Fest. Linux in the GNU South.
What dates are that?
Let's see. June 8th to 10th. Oh, it ends on my little sister's birthday. She's not going to let that happen.
Just tell her, I got you tickets for the Linux Fest for your birthday.
But I don't even know. She's probably be like, but I don't even know what Linux is. Well,
just install Hannah Montana Linux and she'll be fine.
Is it Hannah Montana Linux is based on like Ubuntu 10.04.
It sucks. Okay. Oh wow. There's side events too.
All right, guys.
Geeks with guns. That's a thing.
What the heck?
Wow.
I wonder how many Microsoft employees are going to be at Linux Fest Northwest. Because,
Look. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
All right. I got some geeky jokes here. We'll kind of end out with some geeky jokes here. All right.
Look, I'm gonna
Alright.
zoom in. How the frick do I zoom in? I forgot.
Wait,
There you
Geeks with Guns is in Seattle.
Nice. Do you need to be a geek with a firearm permit?
go.
All right. So, I'll tell you a DNS joke, but be advised it could take up to 24 hours for everyone to get it.
Oh wow! Look at this. Geeks with Guns is twice the price, but includes more than 100 rounds of ammo to use in almost half a dozen special firearms we're bringing to the
Nice. Does that include shooting a computer that's installing Gentoo?
Oh yeah, that or shooting a computer that's in the middle of installing Windows.
I think there's a duck in my router. It always goes nat nat nat.
I'm thinking about running React OS for a week to see if it's possible to use it for daily use.
I don't think so, but try it.
I hate to say this, Pizza. It ain't gonna work because I tried.
I couldn't even get a web browser working on it.
Well, actually, I found a web browser that does work on it.
Oh, okay.
So you could pretty much, I discovered that pretty much anything that can run on Windows XP can run on React OS. So then I tried different software in VirtualBox. Well, there's this fork of Chromium called Advanced Chrome, and it works on Windows XP. So I can get a modern version of Chromium running on top of React OS.
Okay.
That I gotta try.
All right. So I
still
want to
have
dress up.
XP.
Here, I'll put it in the stream chat.
I want to dress up as a UDP packet for Halloween, but I don't know if anyone will get it.
Very funny. Very funny.
Here it is.
Right. Information schedule. Here's our 2018 schedule. Wait, that was 2018. What? Nothing about 2019? Huh.
All right. I need someone to help on this one. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Sin flood.
Sin flood who?
Oof.
Knock knock.
Oh my god.
I mount my soul at Dev Null. Oh yeah, this one's funny. I actually wrote a program based on this joke. Make me a sandwich. What? Make it yourself. Sudo make me a sandwich. Okay.
Right away.
And also, Unix is user-friendly. It's just picky about whose its friends are.
Oh wow, I like this part. Family friendly. Self, which is the Southeast Linux Fest, is roughly a PG-13 event. Talks and general decorum is polite, and we're a hospitable bunch. It's the South, y'all. However, you can expect to hear the odd profane utterance from time to time.
Okay.
Basically, Self is safer in terms of adult content and language than primetime television. If you
Google?
got kids or friends you're considered taking to Self, but would not let them watch a primetime TV show, they're probably too young for the event.
Yeah. What kind of doctor fixes websites?
I don't know.
A URLologist.
Wait, if a site is running if a site is running Gutenberg, then a plague doctor works on the websites.
Har, har, har.
Here's a funny one. Someone needs to hack into Google and run sudo apt-get install a brain.
That's true. That is true.
Or sudo apt-get install communication channels.
Sudo install moles.
Actually, someone needs to hack into Google and run sudo rm-rf no preserve root.
Oh my god! if somebody was able to do that, I'm sorry, Google, but
They've had it coming.
That would kind of blow security out of the water, wouldn't it?
Well, the thing is, with Google, security was already blown out of the water since day one.
Well, that's proof.
Oh, there's a Linux users group in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. Ooh.
Okay. Okay, this one's kind of long.
Burlug and Nolug.
This joke is kind of long. How many Linux users are needed to change a light bulb? One to
Only
post
one.
a thread in a forum telling the light bulb has burnt. One to suggest to try and turn the lamp on through the command line. One to complain that the user broke the thread. One to ask what new bulb he will install. One to advise that we shouldn't use the word burn for meaning a broken light bulb because it would mean that the bulb was set on fire and that it would be right to say that the bulb broke due to an excess of electrical current. 25 to suggest to install all the kinds of existing and imaginable light bulbs. 5 who say the burnt light bulb is an upstream issue that doesn't belong in the distro. There's an open bug on the bulb's developer list. 1 noob to suggest to install Microsoft's light bulb. 250 to flood the noob's email address. 300 to say that a Microsoft bulb will turn blue and that you had to reboot consistently to get it back to normal. 1 former Linux user who still frequents the forum to suggest to install an Apple iBulb, which has a fresh and innovating design and only costs $250. 20 to say that iBulbs aren't free and they have less functions than a 20 times cheaper standard light bulb. 15 to suggest to install a national light bulb. 30 to say that national light bulbs are crippled remasters of foreign light bulbs and they don't bring nothing new. 23 to argue if it must be a white or transparent bulb. 1 to remind everyone to use that the right name is GNU/light bulb. 1 to say that light bulbs are a Winbugs user thing and that real Linux users aren't afraid of the dark. 1 to finally announce which will be the model of the installed bulb. 217 to discard the chosen model and suggest another one. 6 to complain that the chosen light bulb has proprietary elements and another should be used. And 20 to say that a 100% free light bulb isn't compatible with the light lamp switch.
Wow.
Yep.
It
keeps going, by the way.
You know what, Pizza? You know what company best describes the joke you just said about the light bulb?
What?
Deepin.
Let's see. Windows. My computer can do anything. I hope this obscure compiled feature doesn't have a virus. Linux. My computer could do anything. I hope scripting this feature doesn't take my whole weekend.
I know what page you're on, Pizza. I'm gonna display that picture, the "Are You an Idiot" one, because that's beautiful.
Joseph Oler said in the chat, in Soviet Russia, Linux wipes you.
All right, so I put it on the screen there. Are you? Let's see. The big decision: Mac or PC? Are you an idiot? Yes, no. Yes, go down to the Mac. No. Do you have a life? Yes. Windows. No. Linux. That's epic.
That's not the one I'm on.
No, really? Okay. Well, I found all those ones you were just reading were on the page I was on.
Yes, go to Linux.
Linux, a true story. Week 1. Hey, it's your cousin. I just got a new computer, and I don't want Windows. Can you help me install Linux? Sure. Week 2. It says my Xorg is broken. What's an Xorg? Where can I look that up? Let me show you the man pages. Week 6. Due to auto configuration issues, I'm leaving Ubuntu for Debian. Or Gentoo. Uh-oh. Week 12. You haven't answered your phone in days. Can't sleep. Must compile kernel. I'm too late.
Wow.
Parents, talk to your kids about Linux before someone else does.
Yeah. All right. I think I need to go ahead and get this wrapped up. So let's give me our final thoughts here. So let's see. AJ, what's your final thoughts?
I think, let's see here. My final thoughts are that Linux should be the #1 distro. Perhaps the #1 distro you should use is probably Linux Mint, probably because for beginners. Because if you don't know what you're doing around the operating system, then you don't know what you're. Then you probably want to use Linux Mint because all the features are like, it's like taking your hand and walking you through all the features, and then once you like get into more advanced stages of Linux, it like lets you go, and then you can like move on to something like Arch, where it just lets you into the command line. Excuse me, I just ate.
Yep, that's fine. Ashton, final thoughts.
I am disappointed that the only two Linux user groups in Louisiana are in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. I'm just
Bummer.
only two.
All right, pizza. Final words.
Bill 5326. If it passes, then that would suck.
Okay, Rick. Final words.
Well, I think to get users on the Linux, I think you should tunnel new users into one of the 3 easiest distros, perhaps, or just 2, and then branch them out. Start with some videos, training videos, and like DistroTube, almost like mandatory. So this is what Linux does, and this is what Windows does, and they're different. And then after that, steer them into whatever distro they care to. And canonical, like he says, I think is a good choice to spear this up somehow. But how somebody makes money, an incentive, that's the sticker.
Yep. All right, Ricky, final thoughts.
I think if we are going to have new users coming to Linux, they pretty much need to be presented with an interface that not only looks familiar to them, like Linux Mint, but also at the same time, they can pretty much get the workflow done in that. However, for Mac users coming into Linux, that's a bit of a different story because basically, I mean, most Linux distros, as you can see, are pretty much mostly have Windows-like interfaces in them. There's not many that have Mac interfaces.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple, but not a lot. Yeah. All right, my final thoughts, I guess, are, just think about what you can do, what you need to do, and figure out if there's a way to do it on a free and open source operating system, and see if you can make that switch over. And there's absolutely some applications you might need to stay on Windows. That's okay, but definitely look into it and see what you can do. So with that,
I have one more final thought.
All right, go ahead. One more final thought.
Don't install Deepin.
Don't install
I also
Deepin.
have one more final thought too.
All right.
You're speaking to Intelligent Life.
Oh, Intelligent Life. Kitty, speaking of Intelligent Life.
Yeah.
Come on, Kitty.
Yeah.
Where's Kitty? I thought Kitty was
Also-
over there. Kitty ran away.
IQ level's like 900.
Hey, also, smash that like button, support everybody here.
Yep, take a look at the links in the description
press the
down
like
below.
Right freaking now. Press it now.
I know how to invent a warp drive for spaceships.
Yeah, just go for hyperlane. You get it immediately whenever you get Stellaris.
I know how to invent most stuff.
This isn't really related to Linux. This is basically for everyone on the live stream. I've been looking for a game controller to use on my phone to play retro games, and I can't find a good one. What are people's recommendations?
A game controller for phones? I do not know.
I would just use an Xbox controller. You're speaking to a gaming expert right now, so basically I would just go with an Xbox or PlayStation 4 controller.
For an Android phone.
Yes, for an Android phone, because basically the Xbox One controller has basically Bluetooth capabilities. So
Yeah.
all you can do is basically hook it up to your computer. You can hook it up to your phone. You can hook it up to pretty much anything that has Bluetooth.
I'm fine with wired controllers because I have a USB to USB-C adapter that I can use. However, what I don't want is I already have a wired controller, but the controller is super long. I don't want it to be if it's wired, I want it to kind of be a short cord.
Okay.
You guys can hang out afterwards and chat further, but I need to cut off the stream now. So thanks for coming along on this crazy random open chat day. Have a look at the links in the description down below, and we will catch you guys later.
Yeah.
There may or may not be a video tomorrow. I don't know yet. So catch you guys later.